Hey guys, how you going? Welcome to the Surge Sales Tip. So question, are you sick and tired of the BS? Because that is what we are not about here. So my thing is for this new show, so I did the Surge Rules of 3, as you guys all know. It was fantastic. I loved it. I got a lot of good feedback. Everyone else seemed to love the show. But this time I thought, let's go sales specific. Let's focus in on how you can make your sales better, how you can improve what you do in your business to bring more sales in. And that's what we're doing this time with the Surge Sales Tip. 100 episodes, Monday, Wednesday, Friday for the next 100 episodes. So from here until whenever that is, I haven't really worked it out. I've got the episodes all planned out though, so that's good. So today we're going to be talking about sell, just do it. You see, to be quite frank about it, I'm sick and tired of hearing this old adage, or I'm sick and tired of hearing the issue, of, I just can't sell. Sales, I'm just scared of it. Guys, you're in business. You have to sell, period. You don't have a choice. It's a thing you have to do. So you've got to sell, just do it. Just own that part of business and understand that without sales, you don't actually have a business. Because without a client, you don't have a business, and it takes selling to get a client. It's funny. And then a lot of people will turn around and say to me, yes, but I can just do marketing and they will come. Build it and they will come. Yeah, you're playing with fire on that one, because often that's not actually how it works. Actually, 99.9% of the time, that isn't how it works. Now, there is obviously exceptions to the rule in the terms that in terms of sometimes people will actually have businesses where marketing is all that is required and there's no form of actual face-to-face or physical selling required. That is a possibility. But do you want to take the chance that you will be that person? Do you want to take that chance when it's so rare that a business is like that? Particularly if you're in a service-based business, particularly if you're in a product-based business. If you're not an online-only business, and even online businesses, by the way, sell to a certain degree. At some point, you're just going to have to say to yourself, if you're not that business, do you want to take the chance with your dream just on the issue that you don't like selling and that you don't want to sell? Is it worth that? Is it worth a failure of your dream? I say not. So here today, what we're going to talk about is, what is it? What do you need? And how important is it? One, what is it? Sales is simple. It's a really simple thing. It's an exchange of value. That's all it is. That's all selling is an exchange of value. I have a product. You have money, we exchange value. It's that simple, right? That's why collaboration is such a big thing, or bartering is such a big thing, because again, it's still selling, it's an exchange of value. I want what you have, you want what I have, let's trade. It's really simple. That's all selling is. And in a lot of ways, our big issue with that is a fear of me saying, hi, I want what you have, and the other person saying, hey, I don't want what you have, so we feel rejected. And therefore, it's a massive fear of ours, because one of the greatest fears in life is a fear of social rejection, or a fear of rejection in general. So that's massive to remember. So what is sales? Sales is just an exchange of value. So I want you to ask yourself now, or later on, or whenever it is, what is your value that you're offering to others, and what realistically can you expect from others for that value? Okay, so that's one. What is it? It's an exchange of value. It's really simple. So in any way, shape, or form where you're trying to exchange value for something else, guess what? You're selling. The question is whether you proactively sell, or if you hide the fact that you're trying to sell, which then will mean you will get low results. Proactive selling, high results. Hiding the fact that you sell, or reactive selling, is low results. It's a really simple equation. So that's number one. Number two is, what do you need? So what you need when you're selling, or if you want your business to be successful from a sales point of view, is you need to start with a sales process. You need to have a process by which you sell. There needs to be a way for your customers to find you and then move through your business until they purchase a product. Now, part of that is talking to you as a human being. Part of that is you actively saying, hey, I want to sell you something because what I'm selling you will help you based on what you need. I have what you need and you have money, which is what I need. It's very simple. That's the exchange of value. So what do you need? First thing is a sales process. So what's your process to get your customer from, I don't know who you are, to I've bought my product. I've bought your product. What is your process to get them from nothing to exchanged value? So that's number two. That's one thing you need. The next thing you need is a sales strategy. Now, your sales strategy is basically going to tell you how many people do you need to talk to get X amount of sales. How many times do you need to do X amount of take this particular action to get this many sales? It basically defines the action plan to your goal, to your end goal result. It's that simple. It's a really simple equation with a sales strategy. Now, the next thing you need is you actually need to cultivate the best mindset you can possibly have for selling. You need to get over this disinterest in selling and this need to pull away from sales. Every time you open your mouth and talk about your business, you're selling. It's just how effectively are you doing it? Really important to remember. Every time you open your mouth about your business, you're selling. You're trying to get a point across about your business. It's just how effectively are you doing that? Okay? So what do you need? First thing, sales process. Second thing, sales strategy. Third thing, you need the mindset. Fourth thing is you need to know how to physically sell face-to-face. So what is face-to-face selling? Well, that's just communication with a pathway, which I talk about in my half day actually. So that's all that is. And then the last thing is a sales consistent, some way to keep your sales consistent. Okay? So that's what you need. What do you need? So what is it? It's an exchange of value. Simple. So every time you're exchanging value, it's selling. What do you need? You need to know how, you need to have a process, you need to have a sales strategy, you need to have the right mindset, you absolutely need to know how to communicate in the right pathway, and the last thing you need is a way to keep it consistent. But the real thing I want to talk about today is how important is it? And the answer is it's absolutely paramount to the success of your business. Absolutely paramount. You see, when you get into business, if someone tells you that you don't need to sell, if someone tells you that it's okay to just sit back, get some leads to come in and they will convert themselves, they are absolutely unequivocally lying to you. It's not going to happen that way. I personally took a business from 0 to 6 figures in under a year, way under a year. And how I did that was through the fact that I got the leads and I started selling with those leads. I started using those leads and converting them across the line effectively. And it's just a constant up because I know that I need a process, a strategy, and I need to actively sell. I need to actively put myself out there. I don't have the choice of saying my dream will come true without me trying. That's not how it works. Thank you very much, Angelique. So Angelique just said, great tips. Since doing your course, we've changed our mindset. And that's what it's all about. Change your mindset on how important selling is. I think Angelique and her husband have started really selling and things are on the up for them, which is absolutely fantastic. But the big thing to remember is that selling is the foundational piece of all business. You see, you don't actually have a business until you've sold. You have no business until you've actually sold. You see, before you sell, you don't have a client. And when you have no clients, you have no business. So to get a client, you need to sell. Now, how effectively you sell will determine how many clients you get, and how many clients you get will determine how big your business is and whether and how fast you get to your goal. So the absolute to all business, just like time is to the world, sales is to business. It's an absolute constant. It is a requirement and it is necessary. So if there's one thing, I mean, yes, obviously I believe this as a sales coach and a sales consultant and a sales trainer and speaker and all the rest of it. Obviously I believe this, but it's the truth. The absolute truth is that to have a business, to grow your business, to succeed in business, learn to sell. Those 3 words are the most powerful words I can give you. Is if you learn to sell, effective selling, I promise you, that will drive you closer to success than almost anything else. Influence, impact, and selling, they're the 3 biggest things, and they are all the same thing. Influence is selling. Selling allows you to influence people, and impact is brought on by how many people you sell to and influence. So if you want to leave an impact on the world, if you want to leave an impact in your business, if you want to leave an impact in any way, learn to influence others and learn to sell to them on your opinions, on your products, on your services, on all your bits and pieces. It's really important, guys. So I hope that's been helpful. I hope you've loved the video. I've loved making this video. That's episode 1. We've got 99 more episodes, and then we'll do one epic episode on episode 100 again. Thank you so much for watching. Empower your business, empower your sales. Peace.